Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Paulson Wisdom Basisam, and I'm here with.
Oshide Ikemsola.
And today we're going to talk about the electrical systems, or let's say the prepaid meters in Nigeria generally, or especially the IBEDC.
Popularly known as Nepa.
Nepa, we all know that. On the Baba show, we're going to be talking about some of the problems associated with our prepaid meters in general. Like so many people were complaining. Like this morning, we have some complaints from the citizens about how Nepa, generally, we all know them, have been treating them and some other issues they've been going through using the prepaid meters. Some people don't even know how to even install the prepaid meters or even load their prepaid meters, and so many other things have been happening. Why the Nigerians, let me say the IBEDC, has been taking this matter lightly or other ways. So, Mark, can you tell us a little more that you know about this IBEDC and the prepaid meters in general?
Okay, what I know about it is that people see the prepaid meter of a thing as something more better than paying the monthly payment for Nepa. So it's just suddenly the shocking thing about it is that people are now complaining about it. They're saying that there's advantages of just paying the monthly payments than buying or acquiring the prepaid meters. So I think people are saying that the delay in the card reading and a lot of stuff like that. People are complaining that the NEPA staff are trying to take hold and showing their identity as the owner, as the buyer of the prepaid meter, that trying to take space and not giving people freedom to use the prepaid meter the way they ought to use it. A lot of complaints like that.
Like the lady that complained this morning, and she was telling us that NEPA was actually accusing her why she was loading 300 naira to 500 naira.
That's very ridiculous, because I think people has the right to pay any amount, even if it is one kobo.
Exactly.
And nobody has the right to just accuse them. Okay, why will you pay 300 naira? Why will you pay 500 naira? It's kind of weird.
The minimum wage alone itself is small. So what are people even getting money from? A lot of people don't even have how to keep up with their own rentage, their feeding, and other responsibilities. You see, someone was even asking that, telling us that there was slow and delay in power supply even after recharging. Most of the time now, after they recharge their prepaid meter, there are a lot of slow and delay even in power supplies. Look at people that use this card rechargeable system for the prepaid meters. They have lots.
Let's say you have the deadline to meet up in the next 20 minutes. You recharge, you putting it on and it's not coming up. That's an extra hour for you to work on, and it's going to delay your income. So I think that prepaid of a thing is somehow.
Well, there are some other problems associated with prepaid meters. Some of these problems are identified challenges, which are absence of vending infrastructure, non-tripping of the contractor, the cost of acquiring the prepaid meters, and delay in receiving and installation of these prepaid meters. You see, there are so many delays that are associated with these prepaid meters. When you pay for it, it takes weeks, sometimes even months before you get them. Sometimes if you see the way the NEPA staff treat most of all these citizens, the way they have their prepaid meters are very, very, very inappropriate. Very, very inappropriate. You understand me? So now, some of these problems, what are the solutions to do when you have some of these problems?
Okay, before you proceed, I think there's another problem with the issue of noise pollution. I think one person told me that whenever the prepaid is low, the unit is low, it brings up a kind of noise. And this is a kind of noise pollution. I don't know if the NEPA or the people that brought about this prepaid meter, they can have a kind of innovation that can bring about another way of notifying people that the unit is low instead of the noise pollution.
On that noise pollution, so a lot of people are not comfortable with it because sometimes this noise pollution causes much more issues for them.
Even to the health of human being. Imagine you sleeping and you're hearing, oh, it will be a kind of shock, cardiac arrest. Anything can make people
anything can happen. So some people might be comfortable with it, but some people might not be comfortable with it.
I bet it.
Then there's some other issues like, why is my prepaid meter not accepting my token? Well, it simply said your prepaid meter has locked out of your token from being entered. This could be because you have exceeded the limit of your current power supply as a result of using too many appliances. You see,
Right.
those are just the solution when you have a prepaid meter not accepting your token.
Token.
Thank you so much. So now we have a guest here that want to tell us a little bit about uh, her issues with Nepa and sometimes of what the distress it has caused her while handling the IBEDC and prepaid meter. Ma, what's your name, ma?
Okay, good afternoon. My name is Temitayo.
Okay.
I am although I'm using prepaid meter in my house and we're having some kind of issues. I'm not just using it in my house, like even in school we have issues with it, especially with the card issues. So there is this day that we have to recharge for the one of the token, and we went to the Nepa office to like recharge, and we were delayed for up to 2-3 hours because of network problem and all like that, and so many things were delayed. And even in my house where we just have to like just recharge directly from our account to the
Nepa's
account. So there we actually recharged up to like 500 naira, and the Nepa officials came and were like, why are you recharging 500 naira? We are noticing you are recharging 500, 300 naira. And we're like, wow, are you guys supposed to complain about this? This is our prepaid meter. And they were like, no, it's also our property. You cannot just continue recharging like this. It's either we cut off your light or you increase your payments. It's not even your property. It is our property. Exactly. It is our property. You don't have to cut off our light because we are paying 300 naira, because we are paying 200 naira when we recharge. And the issue of this tripping off of light, the tripping off, so many things can happen while tripping off, why the light is tripping off. It is not just because of the load. The load is not just because of the load. Even people that are using prepaid meter tends to have low current than people using the normal light. Do you know? People using prepaid meter tends to have low current more than people using the normal light. That's another thing too.
The funniest part is you won't even believe that the president actually said they paid 360 something trillions of billion naira for electricity, and still yet
we are experiencing all these
issues. We're supposed to even be using light for free because
For
one
free.
of the promises Tinubu gave us is in his first
manifestos.
year. In the manifesto now, in his first year, we are supposed to be having free light.
Exactly.
But now even the Nepa themselves are making life a living hell for us.
And they are claiming what they are not supposed to claim.
No, just 3 months.
You
Just
see,
3 months.
in an estate in Ilorin here, there was an issue that occurred to me of recent. Like someone, so in the estate though, like she recharged. Her husband is out of the country and sends her money on daily basis to recharge on the account. So her own is just to recharge on it. She does not even know what is happening on the meter. She was just recharging. So all of a sudden the Nepa officials came and was like, something is wrong with your meter, something is happening with your meter. I have lights, so how is something wrong with my meter? Okay, let's check. And they were like, okay, well, then there's something that is not allowing us to know the amount you are paying and all like that. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So okay, in our own interest, okay, you can just take it for a few days. Go and check on what is happening. So she called our caretaker and was like, okay, oh, this and this is happening. The Nepa people came to say that, okay, this and this. Let's just move on with them and let's see what is happening. So the caretaker followed the Nepa officials to the office and was like, okay, what is wrong? What is happening with the meter? And they explained what was happening. Okay, we need to repair it. How much are we going to pay? As the owner of the prepaid meter, are we supposed to pay for even having that? For even having issues like
Such
that?
faults are supposed to be from, since she's a payment, a regular payee on her prepaid meter.
Exactly. She was
Having
having more than 200 units on it that is even supposed to sustain her for like a year without even recharging anymore. Okay, after a while they were like, okay, they were unable to do what is wrong with the meter and she has paid up to 17k for it to be done. And they were like, okay, we cannot return it back to you because we were not able to do it. We have to carry the meter. Why do you have to carry the meter?
So now on the other end, now the unit she has on the prepaid meter are gone.
Yes, exactly. That's the point I'm trying to bring out. It's
And now,
gone.
now, even if they want to provide a solution to such cases, they are going to be telling her to pay another money
Afresh.
to get a new prepaid meter for
She
herself.
was even like, okay, return my phone to me. Since you were not able to do it, just return my money. The 17K, return it to me. Let me do something else. And they're like, no, it's just 1K that they can return to her. Why do you have to return 1K out of 17K? And they were like, the 16K is for the maintenance. And you were not even able to
Maintenance of
maintain it.
what?
I never heard about maintenance of prepaid meters. When it was,
Do
when
you
they are
do
even
you
working
know that
perfectly.
there is a token they remove from people using the prepaid card? There's a token they remove. There's a VAT charges they remove from
They're kind
it.
of paying tax on that again.
Exactly.
An extra charge beyond the
and
VAT
and
we pay
and
already.
even the unit given is just so low. It's just so low. Imagine someone paying 2,000 naira for the unit, and you're getting something like 21 units, 20 units that you cannot even use up to how many
Alright.
days.
Well, we have seen so much complaints about what prepaid meters have been happening. Is this a call to the Nigerian electric department, or is this a call to the Nigerian government to work on the electric part of Nigeria? Because if the citizens are not perfectly getting satisfaction based on what they think should be offered to them, I don't think they are what called the citizen.
Yes,
Because there's
sir.
nothing enjoyable being a citizen of Nigeria and you are incomfortable with the electrical part of Nigeria. The government has they failed us. So let's know what you think and what you think can be done. Thank you for having a nice time with us and thank you for listening to us. If you have anything you want us to talk about, just drop it in the comment section. Always make sure you follow Obab and go to obabashow.com to have trending updates about what's happening close by and all around you. Thank you. Have a nice time.